I'm Carmen.
And I'm Joanna.
And we want to introduce you to our podcast, Live, Laugh, Murder. On our podcast, I, Carmen, tell my co-host Joanna, say, hey.
Hey, girl.
I tell her a story, and it is not always true crime. We are true crime with a twist.
With a twist, like a twist. Got it.
The twist here is that sometimes the stories I tell Joanna are true crime, and sometimes they are the plot of a creepy movie. So listen in and join us as we tease Joanna to see if she can figure out which is which, because she is not the creepy movie buff or the true crime enthusiast.
Nope.
And can you figure it out as well?
Yeah.
So that's us. Join us, Live, Laugh, Murder podcast, and we love you.
You won't be disappointed.
You won't be disappointed.
Hey guys, and welcome to Spilling the Crime, a true crime podcast hosted by
me, Umberto,
and me, Jonas. Are you hearing us clearly?
Yeah, today we have a new mic.
You know what would be really funny if they were like it's kind of the same.
We haven't named our mic yet.
Mike.
Yes, maybe they can choose Mike.
Michael.
Yes, Michael.
Michael.
It's our mic.
Our Mike. Michael. Mike. But it would be really funny if they said, the quality is the same in terms of the sound. But it's not. We tested.
But you better not.
It better
cost us money.
Oh my god. Yeah. But it is really cool. If you go to our Instagram, you can check it out, which mic we have. But guys, grab a glass because the spilling is about
to begin. So Jonas, how are you doing? And tell me, what are we going to talk about today?
I'm doing great. A little bit
I know.
A little bit tipsy. And how are you doing?
We spent the day together, so
yeah. We are talking about bad vegan, fame, fraud, and fugitives.
So I'm just supposed to do whatever you say and listen to your instructions and...
Yes, you signed on to this. You told me you wanted happily ever after.
If I tell you to take all your money out of the bank and light it on fire, do it.
Pure Food and Wine was the top raw vegan restaurant in the world.
It was ahead of its time, and it was a high-end, fine dining vegan experience that was a hotspot.
If none of this had ever happened, we'd probably still be working there.
Sarma was telling me about a guy that she had been talking to online.
There were tons of conspiracy theories about why she married him. Was there some sort of blackmail involved?
It was just all very mysterious.
Anthony told Sarma she had to perform a series of tests. He promises her that he is going to make Sarma and her dog immortal. It's a complete madness.
You know about the meat suit?
What is the meat suit?
Some of the money coming from the restaurant business, it went straight to Anthony's pocket.
He tells her, if you don't keep going along,
you'll lose everything you ever cared about.
Orders if a popular Manhattan vegan restaurant are under arrest, accused of ripping off their workers.
I said that I felt like she was stealing from us, and I was fired.
Police say junk food led them to the fugitives.
What happened to you?
So basically, after marrying a mysterious man who claimed he could make her dog immortal, a celebrated vegan restaurateur finds her life going off the rails. Basically, a vegan woman defrauded her restaurant employees and married a weird man who believed on the higher self life and took a lot of money from her.
The end.
See you on the next episode, guys.
No, don't you leave. So this is a story. We are kind of late on this, but we tried to watch this doc previously, but I was feeling kind of sick. And tried to stuck with it, and I ended up in the hospital having surgery. So
but you are okay.
I'm getting better.
You're better now.
I'm getting better, and we decided, why not? Let's go back to Bad Vegan and talk about it.
Memories.
So the protagonist's name is Sarma, and she's a vegan, and I immediately thought of shawarma, which is
shawarma.
Which is a meat-based Middle East dish. Isn't it ironic?
Don't you think? It's like Ray. So her name is Sarma Melngailis.
Meningitis.
Magmar meningitis. Well, she will have many names on this episode, but let's talk about her. We will follow a little bit of the docuseries, and it's basically 4 episodes with a lot of vague storylines. I think this should be only 1 episode.
One stretched episode. Guys, it isn't worth it. I'm sorry, Netflix.
Let's start with her background. So where is Sarma from? Because this is not an American name, right?
Sarma is from Latvia. She's very beautiful, blonde girl, wherever. Her dad was a physicist, and we can say that Sarma had a good life.
High quality life. The parents had really great and big jobs, and she felt like she had to have one too on the same areas of expertise as her parents. Yeah.
So she decided to take a degree in economics. And after finishing school, she started working at a company of...
a bank company, right?
Some kind of investment thing.
On the finance side of things.
Yeah. And you start thinking, how did she end up with a vegan restaurant? So apparently, while her colleagues received magazines about finance, she received magazines about food. And her colleagues start finding this very strange.
And then...
Did you ever had any subscriptions of magazines about anything?
I think I had for 3 months. It was a concept art magazine, and then I thought, nah, and I stopped.
No, they are very expensive.
How about you?
How about me?
Oh, no.
Snap out of it. Snap out of it. The only thing I remember is when I was a child and my mother paid the subscription for this thing about the human body. Era uma vez a vida.
Yes.
In
Oh my God, yes.
Sorry, guys.
I bought it on Algarve in Lagoa. There was
a vida.
it had tapes, right?
Yes. And you have a skeleton and everything.
Yeah, I bought every single week or monthly on
I
Algarve.
used to have nightmares with that because the books did like the image of guys running.
Wasn't the song? What the fuck were they saying? I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe they have it in English too.
I think I had for...
If we find, we put it in here.
I also think I had for Playboy.
A subscription for Playboy?
Me and my friends.
Oh
I don't think I'm thinking... When Portuguese Playboy.
Oh, even worse.
I think I'm not sure. Okay. Don't quote me on this.
Let's move on because apparently this decides where you should put your career. So I'm getting very scared about you.
But basically, she was at that job for 1 year and a half and decided to pursue her passion, which was food, and went to a culinary school.
Yeah, a French cuisine. Apparently, this other chef named Matthew Kenny was very famous in New York at the time.
And she had a crush on
him. Everybody the rumors was on fire.
Yeah, and she really wanted to meet him and found him really attractive. And guess what happened?
They banged.
And they got married, and they opened the famous and the restaurant that we will be talking about together in 2004. Pure Food and Wine, basically a vegan raw food restaurant, and they wanted vegan food to be more mainstream.
I find it strange.
In 2004, veganism, right? Really?
And raw, because it's very specific. It's not vegan food that you can cook.
Yeah.
And they had something like a lasagna. Lasagna? How do you say in English?
Lasagna.
Something.
Lasagna.
I will not be that type of person The food was great.
Yeah, it was the hot spot for celebrities. Could you tell us some of these names?
Yes, I can, Jonas. So, Bill Clinton, Alec Baldwin, the other one, the funny guy with the weird nose.
Owen Wilson?
Owen Wilson. Apparently, he used to get in there barefoot like it was his...
And also someone that I really loved the way you said her name.
Yes, a blonde girl.
So, can you describe?
She's blonde, white, very famous.
Can you please read the name? Please tell us, who is she?
Stop, I have stitches.
Yeah.
Gnu Paltrow.
Oh wow, better than yesterday. Because yesterday he said he was Gnu Grum Frontal. Yeah, Gwyneth Paltrow, basically. Gwyneth Paltrow was there. The one with the smelly candles of her vagina.
Oh,
yeah.
It's that one?
It's that one. Yeah, the
Gnu.
The Gnu.
So Gnu was there eating raw food.
Yeah, it's on brand for her. But in 2009, Matthew and Sarma separated, and she bought Matthew's part, I believe. No?
Yeah, Sarma was not a believer of the way that Kinney did the finance of the company, because she's way better. Way better.
Yeah, and when they separated, Jeffrey, which was their partner, I believe, and managed the restaurants. I think there are two restaurants, by the way. One Lucky Duck and Pure.
One Lucky Duck, yes.
Yeah, I think they opened two restaurants, but the well-known restaurant is Pure Food and Wine. So Jeffrey, their partner, had to choose between Sarma and Matthew because both couldn't work together.
So based on the career, Jeffrey picked Sarma because of her financial background.
And Matthew had a bad reputation.
Error.
Sarma had a really hard time with this during a few years, but her restaurant continued to be really successful.
People from around the world came to... She was like super famous at the time.
She was on magazines and everything.
And Forbes.
Yeah.
This was a big deal, guys.
It was. But then we meet Shane Fox.
They just said the name, and I was talking about the magazines that you subscribed. The Playboy. This would be a perfect name for a model for Playboy.
Shane Fox?
Shane Fox.
Shane Fox, because I'm a foxy moxy.
Yeah.
Oh!
Sorry, Amanda.
But they met on Twitter, and his handle was, you know you want it.
Gross, sick, dead, call the police, troll alerts.
His name was Shane Fox, and he lived in Massachusetts, which is where I'm from originally. Words with friends was kind of a thing. We would play Words with Friends against each other and have these little chats on the side. It was a few months of texting back and forth, and eventually we spoke on the phone. He could always make me laugh, and he was very goofy and funny. He presented himself as kind of this big, strong guy. I remember him saying he could pick me up under one arm and Leon under the other arm, and something about that was appealing.
This is already a red flag, by the way. The first red flag.
Yes.
Drink every time we say red flag, because there is going to be a bunch of it.
A bunch. This is not red flags. This
episode should be called red flag episode.
The street is red. Everything is red.
But they took months to meet, which is also a red flag.
They were tweeting, and apparently this guy tweeted with Alec Baldwin, and apparently Sarma wanted to have a connection with Alec Baldwin, so this was the way that he was like, this guy must be influent or something, and they tweeted all the time. But this guy is very weird.
Yeah, he is.
He tweeted things like, you should go to Pure Food and Wine just to stare at Sarma because she's so beautiful.
Run! Sarma, run! It's too late now.
This just reminds me of the TV show You, but with an attractive dude.
But basically this Shane was attracted to her, but she didn't care about his romantic feelings. She shared with us that he was kind of lonely, so you should get a dog. While looking for the dogs, she would share some links to Shane on, oh, you should adopt this dog and everything. And she found Leon, who became her dog.
At this time, when this episode gets out, of course, you already know about the dog thing. So
Yeah.
this is a dog. This is Leon. The famous dog. After this, they started talking via Twitter in private messages, so their relationship got closer.
I mean, I was kind of confused on this part because weren't they playing some sort of game in one platform and then they started talking, or was it Twitter? I'm not sure. I was confused on this part, but it was some sort of word game and they basically fell in love. Lol.
I don't remember that part. Maybe it was that game everybody was playing that you have to fill in the words, and everybody was sending
Scrabble?
Yes, that everybody was sending to their friends, like, help me find this word, and I was like, it's star.
But yeah, she started to share with her friends, like, I met a guy, but I've never seen him. Like, girl, no, stop. The nerve, the naivety of it all. What? Stop. No. Sarma, no. What? What is this? What? I don't understand. I don't want to stereotype people, but there is a show that I follow, which a lot of people believe on this crap online. You shouldn't fall in love with people when you don't see them in person.
And it gets worse. I'm laughing because this gets so worse.
This gets so worse, yeah. But yeah, they were gonna marry.
Yes, they were gonna marry, and she told this to her friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, if one friend came and told me I'm going to marry a guy that I never saw, I would like, bitch, come here. Come here. I would lock her in my room and I would say, you will not leave here until you make some sense, bitch. You will not give.
I will do a Will Smith on your face.
I will Will Smith you 10 times.
Oh my god, yes.
I will Smith you the crap out of you. No, bitch. You are not leaving this room. You are not going to get married.
Leave.
She didn't have good friends. She brought him to Manhattan.
She brought him. He didn't go there by himself. She brought him. There was a twist. What? There was a twist.
When he got out of the car.
Yeah.
Surprise.
He looks different from his pictures. Like, now we are on Catfish.
On Catfish, you have some support, like, from the show, and the host is very nice.
Yeah.
Here, she's doing all of this alone.
Yeah.
Can you imagine seeing the guy like, oh, shit.
He was the same person, but he was bigger.
Yes, okay, so the face was the same, but pounds lighter, but the body was with all of the pounds.
Yeah.
So the guy was huge compared to the photos.
He was bigger. No shaming on that. If you send photos to someone, they will think you will look that way. So you shouldn't send photos from when you were in the past. So you're kind of catfishing them in some sort of way.
Love your body, hashtags, everything,
Yeah.
but like catfish thing, so I can say whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some balance in life. You troll people, so I can troll you. Have you ever been catfish?
Yeah, so my first my first contact with a man, like when I started to find that I also liked men, I was catfished by this dude. He told me he was a Brazilian guy in Brazil, but he was actually a little bit older than me and from Portugal.
Right.
And like after a few months he told me, because I was like, yeah, you're not the person of these pictures. You're not. And he was my first interaction with a man, so it was kind of weird. Yeah, so I was catfished, but he came clean and I didn't need the show to help me.
Some story to tell.
I survived.
Yes.
I was also 16.
I will survive. I've never been catfished.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you for asking.
Sorry.
All of these con artists like Anthony, I think I'm not spoiling anyone at the time.
Yeah, Shane, his name is Anthony. Anthony.
Sorry, yes.
Anthony is Strangle. Stranges.
These names, it's like
Doctor Strange.
We are going to call him
Anthony.
Dembar the first name because
Anthony or Shane.
Yes.
But he basically tells her this story like.
Yes, he tells her that she's from CIA.
Yeah, and he didn't share much about his job.
They all have this thing about.
They are all secretive.
Yes.
But Sarma sometimes would walk on Shane with a CIA background on the laptop that required a passcode. So credible. That's so credible. I mean, if I walk on someone, oh my god, he's from the CIA.
He must be a
the
terrible,
background.
He must be a terrible
agent. Yeah.
Because if you leave your laptop open with the CIA logo,
it was completely on purpose. He wanted to become credible in her eyes. But later, this guy.
Can we say "da" in English? Yes. You say it like when someone is being dumb. Duh.
Later, Anthony introduces a man by the name of Wilfred Richard.
Yeah, so here is where the theory got deeper, guys. So he's from CIA, of course, so he has to take care of his information because he might get attacked for something. And where do the attacks come? From the informatics and technology and everything. So this Wilfred Richard was an IT guy, and so Shane told Sarma that she had to give all her passwords to this Wilfred guy
to keep their safety really safe.
Here we are talking about the safety things, guys.
Sarma, no, run. You don't give your passwords to anyone.
Simon Lviv, go!
Another Simon guy.
I can't with this. Maybe they have some school or something.
Is a school for con school?
Yeah, con school.
Con school?
Con school.
Yes, this is basically how the first episode ends. Yes, we are only on the first episode.
Sorry, guys.
So bye, guys. See you on the next. No, I'm joking.
We are here talking about ourselves just to keep you company because Jonas already told you the story. If you want to leave, listen for the first 5 minutes. This is the story.
Don't leave.
Yeah, don't leave. Listen to us.
Listen to us. But the second episode is called Happily Ever After. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Come here. If happy ever after exist, I'm hitting.
Yeah, Fappy has another meaning.
What are you doing? Please stop doing that.
That's how fapping is that. You're saying fap.
Fap is to masturbate? Sorry.
It's the sound of...
Cut this part.
Okay.
Anthony would tell me that $2 million debt that I'd taken on to buy the restaurant, that's like nothing. He could just take care of that and make that go away. I remember asking the accountant, would he be able to just give me that money or would that be taxable and how could we do that? And he sort of jokingly but half seriously said, well, you should just marry him and then he can give you the money without without it being taxable in a taxable situation. And very quickly, it was like the next day we went and got the license and they have to wait 24 hours. And it was like, boom, 24 hours, we did it and got married.
So on this episode, this is where she explained how they got married, which was very transactional. Every friend of Sarma was like, you're not in love with him. Like, girl, don't do this.
You must be thinking, if you don't know the story, where the crime happens and why are we talking about these people?
Basically, Shane or Anthony, whatever you want to call him, pressured her into keeping her money or giving to him.
He would say that he suddenly needed whatever it was, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. And for me, that would feel like such a big amount. Like that's a lot of money that I could do a lot with in my business. I could pay somebody, I could do this, I could do that. So it would frustrate me.
Wasn't sure about this, but because this was a test, as Shane believed in the Illuminati shit. This is ridiculous. And was trying to brainwash her. He was like, when she passes the final test, the Illuminati fam, they damn the higher being, whoever they would be, they would give her the money times 10. Sure, times 10. Yes, because that happens in life. People will just give us money because, yeah, you passed this stupid test that to this day we don't know which test this was.
This is so fucking ridiculous. It's
Another red flag.
This is not a red flag. This is the red and stop right now. No. But she didn't stop. But I have so many questions. Like, how do you transfer money to someone that you don't know? Who is they? Who are these Illuminati?
The enemies. My enemy.
This must be on class 2 of the con artists club school. Like, invent someone that don't exist, that are threatening you, and yes, in this case they are testing her.
Oh, and basically you had this money times 10, and also that her dog would live forever, because that happens, girl. That doesn't happen. The cycle of life happens. I think Anthony is just high. He's not transcending. He's just high.
For me, he's just low. Very low. Very low in life. It's like, come on. But so here she was greedy as fuck. Like, girl, you are making money. You are being successful. Why do you need it times 10? Like, come on.
Because of the dog. Maybe it was the dog, no? Also, how can someone believe that your dog will live forever? That's a lie.
But they explained that this was like a one-time thing.
That's a lie.
Yes.
That doesn't happen.
Yes, but she believed it. Here is where I start thinking, maybe he didn't told her this. Maybe he told her that if she invested the money with him,
on what?
She could make more money.
Invest the money on Illuminati? Yes, let's invest in Illuminati, because the Illuminati will be a company or a group. Let's invest our money, because they will get money from where we don't know. Because they will just fart money or have trees with monies. I don't know.
This is just
it doesn't
stupid.
Make sense. We also know that Anthony had a nickname.
A nickname for her. TBH.
Sarma, TBH, to be honest. Also known as
Tiny Blonde Human.
Yeah, so many red flags, girl. Because Anthony saw himself as a transcendent being.
Yes.
Not a human. I can't take this man seriously.
This I can understand. He truly transcends space. He transcended space. Because he was gigantic, enormous.
This is where she finally started to question these things. Like, maybe this is not right. Let me record these phone calls with Anthony talking about all the money and this Illuminati shit. Like, please send me money. We need this money to
He used to be
transcend.
very, very aggressive. They were very aggressive with each other.
What did I say to you? Okay? I said this going in. If we don't go through with this, if it doesn't happen, if you don't fucking play the game, we fucking lose. I get gutted, and you go off and fucking deal with him. Here at the end, when it's over, and you have a fortune, and we're happy, and it's good if we win. Here then, not now, not on the 2-yard line.
If I tell you to take all your money out of the bank and light it on fire, do it.
Give me the money! You have to transfer the money. If I say for you to transfer all your money, you will do that.
Don't you want to transcend? Don't you want your dog to live forever?
Because you will receive all the money that you invested. And at this point, she's like, I have to believe that I will have my money back.
Yeah, and
because I already gave so much of my money. Bitch, you are dumb. Sorry, I was not supposed to do this, but I got...
He implies that they are both in this journey. I don't think, sis. Like, ascending together. Have you ascended already, Anthony?
But ascend to where? Ascend to where? Where?
To your higher self.
Where do you meet the ascendant people? Like,
with the blood.
What is that?
With a joint.
If you look at pictures of this guy, it's like, for me, he's the... Hi.
Exactly.
Transcendent, he is not. Fuck.
I think you talked about this theory while we were watching this, that maybe he knew something from her that was a big secret and she was afraid to talk about and didn't want to come out. Maybe blackmail. Maybe it was your theory at the beginning. I think it could be possible, but I think this is too ridiculous to be blackmailing.
This is very strange.
Yeah.
And here, like in Tinder Swindler, we don't have his side of the story.
We don't have all the information.
Not
it was
comparing.
too vague.
Not comparing, because in Tinder Swindler, the victims
they
give us a
explained
lot of information.
Everything.
Yes. Things that Sarma did not. So, guys, this doc isn't worth it. Our conversation it is, but we don't have any information. It's like we are just here theory.
The Tinder Swindler was only one.
That is very good.
One viewing.
Yes.
It was awesome.
It was super good.
Now,
This is
4
not.
episodes.
No,
we don't even talk about the homeless guy.
This is just fun.
Because he was not important.
Yes, no.
He's not important.
Bitch, please.
Not at all.
I have a life to go, and you guys have too. So let's move on to the most amazing part.
He was not important to the story, by the way. He is important because he's a person.
Stop being such a good person.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go to the most important part of the
we are laughing about people.
Of the ascending of Anthony struggle bus.
So the guy was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And she was like, what is all about that? Why are you getting so fat?
Because it's a test.
Yeah, explain to the people, please.
So he told us that.
I can't with this
He
one.
told her that this is my meat suit.
Lady Gaga's meat suit, or is there another meat suit? What is the meat suit? Oh no. What's the meat suit? What is happening?
Okay, let's go back to where we were. So we talked about
I'm gonna need a minute.
My interpretation of what the meat suit is was that Anthony was gaining weight over time. And at first when they met, he wasn't the man he appeared to be in his Twitter photo, but he wasn't the 300-pound, unhealthy, overweight fellow who subsisted on, tuna fish sandwiches with extra mayonnaise from Subway that he became.
He always said that his gaining a lot of weight was intentional and that I was supposed to be disgusted by him, and it was all sort of some kind of big test. As if he was doing that as something he had to do as part of this whole bizarre process that I was being put through.
This was a meat suit of armor. It's a test. When I ascend, I will become thinner. Anthony, that's not how it works. That doesn't happen. I wish that happened with the click of a whatever. I would be thinner, but that doesn't happen. That's not how it works. Maybe the ascending is when you die, and maybe you become thinner in heaven or hell or whatever, but not in real life.
I was going to be so dark right now, and maybe this is my brain telling me not to. So Sarma, I can't.
Now we are introduced to some random guy he came out of nowhere, this Nazim, Russian bartender that Anthony met, and he was like, invest in my wife. I'm sorry, what? What did you say?
I don't even understand this phrase, like invest in my wife. What
in
is
my
that?
wife. At the time when I was writing my my notes, I felt like this. Are you trafficking your woman? But no, it was like maybe it was on the restaurant.
Invest in the restaurant.
Or maybe invest on Anthony so he could gamble.
How much money did this guy put on the restaurant?
We again have different values on our notes. You said 35K. I said 350K. So let's go with the 35K. I think that's more.
It doesn't matter. I believe that the guy doesn't have 5K. So
his name yet.
No, so this guy looks like 20 something years. He doesn't have 30. He appears in a suit.
Yeah,
he's the most well dressed character in the dog.
Yes.
So I believe he's poor as shit.
Nazim also witnesses Anthony steal money from Sarma and using it to gamble. Oh yeah. Anthony gambles, by the way. That's a spoiler for episode 4 or 3 or whatever, but He uses this money to gamble and eat junk food.
Hashtag transcendent shit.
Yeah, we transcend by gambling.
We transcend by gambling.
But also,
bet my life on red.
But also, I have to share all these names. Like like Sarma Melngailis and Nazim Sells Vox and Anthony Strangenings. Oh my god, I feel like the universe is like testing me. I didn't say any name correctly. I'm not even trying, because I believe the universe is testing me and I'm gonna ascend in the future. Or transcend or whatever. Conceal, don't feel, don't let it go. I mean, this is so ridiculous.
Yeah, so this Nazim guy apparently gave money to Anthony too. Sorry, my brain froze. Of boredom. So this Nazim guy, although he knew that Anthony was spending the money gambling, he decided to put his money there, so it's another smart person here.
So in 2014, Anthony sends Sarma to... It's Sarma or Sarma?
Sarma.
I'm saying Sarma all this
because
time.
of the pita shawarma from the beginning.
So
I would like a pita shawarma, please. Menu.
So Anthony sends Sarma on this mission in Rome on a test. What was she supposed to do when she arrived? She didn't know. And she kind of waited for Anthony's messages. And yeah, she didn't know. She just went, a mission. I will go to Rome. I would go to Rome in a mission just to relax and visit the city. Not to do this fucking mission. But also during this trip, Shane took control. Shane, Anthony, whatever, took control of the restaurant. But it closed because there was no money to pay employees.
Don't you believe that she is too old to be playing paddy paper around the world?
I don't know.
So she thought it was smart to leave her company, her business, to go on Rome to do whatever the hell. Like, I cannot comment on this. This is too insane for me. So Sarma came back and the girl raised 850K
somehow
to reopen the restaurant. I find it unbelievable how the stories that we are talking about, everybody can raise money out of the blue.
Can you guys raise money for a...
Yes, I'm buying an apartment and it was very difficult to have the money for the entrance.
Yeah.
And I would love to raise this kind of money.
Oh, but
my life would be so much
famous.
easier.
She had a lot of good customers. Probably also famous people helped on this.
You think that if I could call some people and tell them that I will cook some raw vegetables, that they will give me money?
I believe that if you were famous, you would be able to raise some money. Guys, it's time for... So, at the end of the second episode, we get the info that Sarma wired $1.7 million to Anthony. What?
From 2012, from 2014.
But how?
In 2 years.
Not even 10K I would be able to give. That would be already a red flag.
But like, this girl built one of the top restaurants in New York City from nothing. She's not dumb, but I don't have an alternative theory. So guys, if you have, please share them with me, because I'm feeling dumb.
She didn't
I'm
need
feeling
this.
so dumb.
She didn't
like
need
what
this.
the fuck, and how can she bought it? Like, I can't believe. I cannot understand this fucking story. I can't. Hey Spillers!
Hi!
In order for you to transcend, you will have to subscribe us.
Now!
And like us.
Fine!
And comment on us.
Wine!
You will have to go on the social media and share us with the world.
And follow us and give us a comments with purple hearts. Now!
Now your dogs will not live forever, but they will be very happy.
You will live forever. Your immortality will be in question. Send us an email to spillingthecrime@gmail.com now
with your theories,
or DM us on Instagram @spillingthecrime now.
And don't you dare record us.
If you don't, if you don't send us, you won't transcend or ascend or whatever you feel like doing. You do you, girl, boy.
You do you.
Whatever
I do
you
me.
identify as. Hello, goodbye, it's me. Goodbye.
Enough.
The first year which we spent with Anthony as a friends and as a working, 6 months he spent in a Foxwoods casino. Nothing wrong with being a gambler. If you make money, you can spend some money, no problem. He was even, sometimes up, sometimes down, but he always had the cash around. Sometimes he played with 3 slot machines and roulette at the same time. Sarma was pissed at him. She called him, she was on the speaker, and she started yelling at him, "What are you doing?" and asked for the money. That was the time when I realized that some of this money coming from the restaurant business, it went straight to the Anthony's pocket, and he was playing with that money, trying to win his fortune.
So guys, Jonathan is starting to talk about going to the bathroom, and I will not take this anymore.
Okay.
I'm always left alone. So we are getting through this shit faster this time. Now we are on episode 3, that it's called No Angels in Hell.
Sure.
Of course there is no angels in hell. In this episode we meet previous wife of Anthony called Stacy.
That man had me believing that demons were after him. He called them they. He's like, you just don't understand. They've always been after me. They've been hunting me my whole life. I'm like, then why aren't you dead? He's like, they're not able to find me. If you ever taste a metallic taste in your mouth, run.
Do you want me to talk about this while you eat chips? Okay.
Take it away from me. I can't stop eating. This is where we find out about Stacy and their story. He got her pregnant and abandoned her. Like, wow. Like, as always, Anthony didn't want this baby and told her, if you give the baby a bunch of salt, he will die. And he won't show up on the autopsy. What?
Bastard, line crossed, no empathy for you at this time. For me, you are... I don't care.
He does this. He tells people what to do. He expects them to do these things so that it won't be his fault.
Because he's a coward. I don't get how these women get fooled by this guy. Like, the guy is a joke. Like, sorry. But
Love is blind, I guess.
But here I understand why this guy needs to transcend. Because he needs to get to the regular level of human being. Because it started on minus 1000.
Yeah.
He's not human anymore. It's not human, that is right. It's some type of shit.
So this meat suit of a man is now not only doing this money pressuring thing, he's also putting all the responsibility to his wife to kill his child. He doesn't want his child. What a garbage of man, Anthony genitalia or whatever you are called. Dude, what are you? Who are you? Just, oh my god, you should have stayed on your basement and just stay there.
In Portugal, we have a saying that says, like, in English, is who pooped you?
Who pooped you? Because we have no information of your family. Anthony keeps pressuring Sarma for the money, but in episode 4, we find out that he does it himself. Dude, you have all the fucking passwords.
Yes.
Like,
by the way, this Stacy woman, whatever, was the only one that I believe that was telling the absolute truth.
Yes.
So the guy has the passwords from Sarma.
But he was asking probably not to, if one day he needed to go to court, it wouldn't be his fault. He would do a Shimon. He would say like, but they gave me
the money because she wanted. Guy. So yes, this Wilfred guy, as you are thinking, doesn't exist. Not a real person. He was Anthony all the time. And Sarma was getting suspicious.
Yeah, Sarma, whatever. Didn't think Wilfred was real. But again, Anthony manipulated her.
This guy portrayed as so many people. He portrayed as this IT guy. And he was passing by a restaurateur from Europe.
Oh yeah, he pretended to be a restaurateur from Europe under the name of Michael Coldrion. Like another awesome name that I don't know how to pronounce. So Sarma is trying to connect Jeffrey. Do you guys remember from the beginning the
Manager.
partner, the manager, and Michael? They didn't appear on all these meetings they scheduled. So Sarma realizes that okay, Michael and Anthony are the same person, and this is how episode 3 ends. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so exhausted. This doesn't end. This is so long.
When we left in the spring of 2015, it was a lot of driving and going from place to place. I guess I had some awareness that, like, I didn't want to be identified. It's not like if I saw a police officer, I would walk the other way. I just disappeared. Is that a crime? I don't, so I never had the sense that we were sort of fugitives and hiding. He also told me to think of a name to use. If I met anybody along the way that asked me my name, I would say my name was Emma.
So she already wired him almost $2 million.
Oh my god.
This was the same amount that she gave her ex-husband for the restaurant.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
Here she's giving money for nothing. She's suspicious about this Wilfred guy, and she confronted Anthony, aka Shane,
aka Michael, aka
but
Wilford.
still she continues. The girl goes forward. Like, you have that saying that sometimes you have to go through the
through the door.
No, it's like you have to ter bater com a cabeça na porta, na parede.
You need to.
You have to bang your head to the wall.
Yeah.
This is a Portuguese saying. The girl demolished the wall. She was like a wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh god, even Catfish is more exciting than this.
Episode 4 has the most ironic name ever.
Yeah.
The episode is called
Everything Will Be Fine.
When I watched the title, I was like, oh, maybe she got over it.
No, this
Maybe
only gets worse. So all her employees ran off and there is no money at this point.
She was not paying them. So.
Yeah. And
they did sorry for interrupting.
Yeah.
Manifestation?
Yeah,
No.
they did.
Manifestation is from Bugs Net. So
Our favorite snack to eat Doritos.
Doritos.
Ah!
This makes so much noise on the recording. Sorry. Just one hand.
We are also testing the quality of this microphone.
Can you handle Doritos? Michelle, can you handle it? Beyonce, can you handle it?
I don't think you can handle it. I don't think you're ready for this journey.
She was not paying the workers from the restaurant. We are very drunk today. We are like 1 hour in a shitty story. 1 hour of recording, talking shit.
It's not gonna be what? It's not gonna be probably for you guys 1 hour because we will do a lot of cuts. But this is like it's like 1 hour with no big content, but it's so ridiculous. We took so many notes.
In our defense, we told in the beginning.
Yeah.
So you are here because you like it. Yeah. Thank you for staying here.
Yeah, but Anthony suggests, I mean, everything is happening. You're having a really shitty life. Let's leave. And they go to Vegas.
I have an alternative name for this episode, and it's like everything went to shit.
Yeah.
Anthony starts recording her.
Oh yeah, video recording.
Isn't it ironic?
And don't you think? It's like rainy.
No, we are not going to this.
I sounded like a bird now.
Yes, maybe we should call. I'm like a bird.
I want to fly away. She didn't want to fly away. She stayed on bed. They went to
nothing.
Vegas. They stayed on a hotel, and we see Sarma with no motivation, crying, doesn't want to leave, do anything. She's broken. She had all of this career and it went to shit. We also don't have confirmation that they ever had a sexual relationship. She never reached out to her family. But Anthony did. Not his family, but to her family. Because at this point, she wants to believe that this is really going to happen. She will get the money 10 times more than the money that she gave Like, because this needs to be true.
This is like the final test, maybe for her. She's almost
graduating.
graduating.
She's already marinating on the shit. She needs someone to pick it up.
Girl, you already did your degree. You opened a restaurant. You don't need more tests, girl. Now you enjoy life. Why would you put in this situation where you have so many tests, so many stress?
Yeah, and also Vegas was the first destination where they started to become fugitives, like going through this fugitive lifestyle for 10 months. I don't think she knew about this. About that.
They were going from Vegas to Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee was the last point. They went to a lot of places.
Tennessee, but money no see.
Yeah, but oh, and also Anthony was talking to Sarma's mother, and Sarma's mother was giving money.
This is like, do you know, guys, how much money did the mother send to them? 400K.
How does anyone question? Nobody questions where the money goes. Nobody questions anything. I would understand $400K for a house. Nothing else. Not even 400. Maybe a little help at the beginning. Not the entire value of the house. Sarma is going through all of this. She's going down, and she needs help. Probably was like that, no? And a mother will always help their children. A friend gives 60K. Who are these friends that are giving all this money? Like, this is so much.
I have so shitty friends. I have too many shitty friends.
True.
I'm not hanging out with the right people.
I think we have amazing friends. Don't say that. So we reach the end of this fugitive lifestyle. They end up in Tennessee.
No money.
They stayed in different rooms. She just can't stand Anthony anymore. His smell is obnoxious. And
the guy spends the day playing video games and going to the casino. At this point, I think that she realized where he was spending the money, not transcending. Accordingly to the doc, he used to play at 4 slot machines at the same time.
Oh my god.
So imagine, like...
He didn't win nothing.
All day. Even if you want, sometimes casinos are built for that. So he would spend the days eating junk food while playing video games. She would spend the days at...
Chipotle. It's like a restaurant chain in the States. We don't have it here.
And we get to the other parts that was very, very polemic about these videos. So... yeah. I would have to say that we have 2 big things here. The first is that the immortality of the dog, and the other is this.
So, by the way, during all this time, the police was looking for them, but they weren't like, we gotta look for these fugitives. No, they were looking for them. So they were found because Anthony used his credit card to buy a pizza at Domino's, which was sent to the hotel they were staying in, and the police went there to the hotel and asked the front desk for Anthony to come down because something was wrong with his card. Anthony took the bait and he was arrested. The police got upstairs and saw their rooms and Sarma, of course. But can you describe the contrast of the rooms?
So obviously the room of Anthony, the Anthony's room was filled as fuck. It was filled with junk food and bleh. I bet the smell wasn't nice. Her room was immaculate and she looked very weak because apparently she was not eating right. This made the tabloids everywhere because it was like, vegan restaurateur runaway orders pizza and pizza in English is dick. That is why he's laughing. So she orders dick. No, she ordered pizza. Pizza.
Sarma Melngailis spent her day getting arraigned at Brooklyn Supreme Court, where she faced many of the former employees she's accused of failing to pay.
Initially, the check started to bounce, and we were suspicious. We were told lies about switching banks and routing errors.
Investigators tell us Melngailis, the primary owner, stole more than $840,000 from investors. She asked for money to keep the restaurants running and pay the workers. Melngailis and Stranges allegedly spent $2 million at Foxwoods Casino, Mohegan Sun, and luxury travel around the world. Both suspects face a maximum of 15 years behind bars if convicted, and they'll be in front of a judge again in August.
Sarma was sentenced to 4 months in jail for Grand or Brand? Grand what?
Larceny.
Isn't it brand larceny?
I think it's grand because it's big.
So Sarma was sentenced to 4 months in jail for grand larceny and fraud. Anthony, on the other hand, 1 year? Only 1 year, which...
Yes, but of course, she was rich and her parents got paid for the bail, while Anthony had no one.
Yeah, so he started serving this jail time right away, and Sarma did not. But almost when Anthony left jail, Sarma went to jail to do these 4 months.
Yes.
What happened is just something that is not well understood within the legal system. Why didn't I run? Why didn't I leave? Why didn't I call the police? That's the big question. Nobody talks about issues related to somebody manipulating your mind. You know, I believed these things were, in a sense, reality. You know, the other person involved in this with me was in jail for a year while I was fighting my case, and he's out now. So that, to me, feels weird that he's out and I'm going in.
What?
Yeah, so actually,
he's out there. He's out there somewhere.
They are both out there. They are using, I don't know about him, but she is using social media to
What
comment.
is happening? What is happening? What is this? How is this possible?
But before we get to the present,
no, and
this talk ends up with.
Oh my god, the final scene.
Yes, the final scene is just.
Yeah, they are both out.
The final.
Yeah, they are both out of jail, and he calls her.
She answers.
She answers the phone. Like, if it was me, I would block the phone, the number. I would change numbers.
Everything.
You will not call me. I will not talk to you. What the hell?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. I almost texted you last week. You know I miss you. I do miss you. Really?
That's my response. You realize you do have to step out of the meat suit and appear on a unicorn.
I know that, and it's already in the works in my mind. There will be something.
Are you gonna shape shift in front of me?
I mean,
I'm not, I'm serious.
I know you are.
But he says like, "What's up?"
And it ends. It's like boom.
I think she's suffering from Stockholm syndrome.
I do not.
No, I don't know. Why would she answer the phone? What is the purpose?
I don't know. The girl needs to come clean. I need more information. I believe that in some degree, she is a victim here, but I need more information. This is too vague.
This documentary is too vague. Yeah.
Of vagueness.
This would probably be a good documentary if it has a maximum of 2 hours.
I don't. This was the same director of the documentary Fire that maybe we'll be talking about someday. That it's very good.
Fire Festival.
And another good one. So I was like, this is full of shit. This
is literally garbage food.
In the 5 minutes of our talk, we told the story. This doesn't have much to say. I need her to come clean. I would love to hear from him. Like, is this true? Does he believe in all of this? They are both free, so maybe we can get some more information.
Did he transcend? Did he ascend? We don't have answers for this.
Has he lost the meat suit?
Probably not.
In prison. By the way, Sarma is using her social media, so if you want to check on her and see how she's dealing with all of these, you can. It's there. It is not worth it. Congratulations, guys! If you see, if you handle this.
Oh my god, because this should be a 30-minute episode because there isn't much.
Yes, gladly we talked about us because it's so much interesting than this episode.
Oh my god.
I hope you had the time to get to know us
Yeah,
better.
a little better, yeah. Don't forget to follow us, rate us on every single platform where we stream. Also, thank you so much for... I'm losing my voice.
Yes, and subscribe.
Thank you for every single person that is helping us and supporting and hearing us. We are reaching really awesome numbers that we would never believe.
And countries and everything. So
yes,
thank
hello,
you
the
so
States,
much.
Canada, United Kingdom,
Ireland,
Egypt, Spain.
We are in 3
Ireland.
continents.
Yeah.
That is so fucking awesome.
And Brazil.
That is so
Thank
awesome.
in Portugal, of course.
Yes, we don't want to lose you guys. You are from
our country,
our homes.
Okay, we will order McDonald's now.
Yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.